Titillating Tuesday. Does it make you laugh? Does it make you laugh?
Welcome to Titillating Tuesday, 12th July 2022. Yeah, we're glad to be alive to see this year. You know, considering how last year and the year before that went, many of us is grateful. Look, still nothing. They're trying harder. This is like 1 week since they put sun on. So, well, again, people who don't have the protection measures that I have in my head will be struggling. The statistics are getting tampered with, so I can't really see or predict using logic. So I'm gonna have to use my pseudoscience and my reasoning. Maybe CERN was a hope for these dregs of society, these people who keep doing spells on us like they're on a conveyor belt. You know, every day somebody else turns up with a telecommunications van and it's like they just come off a conveyor belt. You know, he kind of like winds himself up, goes through the gears, and boom, Perps is ready to blow. Turns up and tries me. One time they must have used the machine. It was so hard. It went through my drawers and my cupboards and melted the sugar inside. I found sugar turning into syrup, so imagine I had to endure that. So I'm going through this OTIs. We don't talk about what has become known as Havana syndrome. We don't talk about that anymore because we've always been branded crackpots anyway. But I don't know, it's a matter of intellect, and they say that Africans are the dumbest of the lot, but cognitive dissonance doesn't imply that one's stupid, because Africans can also be the brightest of the lot. You could have someone, if you look at the top 10 cleverest people in the world, you find an African there, but I'm sure you find them the top 10 most stupid minds as well. So it depends on whether you're interested. So that's what I keep saying to people, that not everything you believe as fact is fact, especially when it comes to statistics. Because like, if somebody told you that there is a disease that kills 1 in a million people, and then they tell you how many would you expect for it to have killed when there's only 100 people, you said none. No of a person is practically none. But no, then you find that in some cases it killed 2 or 3 people in 100. So what is that? The capacity is different, isn't it? Yeah, it's different from the actual probability. Yeah, because something that has an infinite capacity is not something that you can put a limit on and put in an equation form, I suppose. You know, infinity does appear in equations, but it shouldn't really. Yeah, so because somebody told you, yeah, okay, 1 in 100 people die from this. Yeah, you're not gonna say, you say, okay, that's 10,000 people in a million would have died from it, and then it could go to 1 million and only like 3,000. So you never know. It's still, you know, subject to randomness. You know, randomness can't be eliminated. Whenever we find that we've eliminated randomness in an equation, that's just a streak. Yeah, that's like hitting 5 heads, 5 tails. That's a streak. Yeah, because like, think about it. Yeah, the laws of the universe are always gonna be changing, but just because they're not changing now, that's just a streak. It's just every time we look, they look the same. Yeah, but there will come a time when they look different. So we can never eliminate randomness, because it is highly entropic, the universe, apparently. Yeah, so how comes things appear to be ordered? That's just a streak we're going through. We're just going through a moment in time when they're ordered, but there'll be a moment in time when they become disordered, and it might not be as predicted by our expansion theory or contraction theory or whatever they got nowadays. Yeah, so in terms of intelligence, yeah, just because someone answers different or sees a different world to your question doesn't mean that they are wrong. Some people are just cynics. Yeah, and there are many. There's no unique solution to everything. You know, there's trivial ones, and we'll have to bear that in mind. Anyway, let me do today's joke. Anyway, what was it? All right, here's an IQ question, IQ test question. What are the next two numbers in the series 16, 15, 14, 13? What are the next two? 12 teen and 11 teen. You think so? Because if everything ends in teen, how comes they don't have a 12 teen? Or no, actually, it's actually 2 teen and 1 teen. Yeah, that's what I should have called it. So how comes they have 16, 15, 14, 13, 2 teen, 1 teen? That's what I'll put in the answer section, you know, for that question, you know. And they'll say that my IQ is low, but look, if that's all the evidence you got to go on, you know, and then they tell you, well, you'd have been taught in class that it's 12 and 11, and then you say no, but I would have been taught it wrong, because logic will tell you if everything ends in teen, so should that. So if it doesn't, then you kind of messed up the math by not making it uniform. Then they'll tell you people don't turn into teenagers until they're 13 and say, what's being a teenager got to do with math? What's turning into a teenager got to do with math? It's got nothing. You should have just kept to the naming system. 16, 15, 14, 13, 2 teen, 1 teen. That's what it should have been. Yeah, but what has being a teenager got to do with math? That's what I'm saying. So anyway, they ruin math by adding in emotional shit. You don't add it in that way. Nah, you don't add that shit in that way. Nah. Anyway, so even the way we count is wrong. I was gonna think of something, but I'll be revealing too much. So let me just cut that. And that Titillating Tuesday, 12th of July 2022. I'm out of here.
Titillating Tuesday. Does it make you laugh? Does it make you laugh?
Like, subscribe, share.